you been waiting for business to pick back up? Well, I got good news for you. It's about to happen. But the question is, are you prepared? Are you prepared? Are you well equipped? Do you have the right coaching, mentoring, references, and resources that's going to position you to capture as much possible business for when the business does return? Well, if you have any doubt, or if you just want to cross-check your resources and make sure that your scripting and your wordplay, your cadence, and your approach is correct, then you're going to want to watch this video. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sales Remastered. My name is D, and I'm your host. In this video, we're going to talk about the science of actually playing this game correctly. What I mean by that is a lot of us in real estate have been waiting so patiently for business to boom again, for a flow of units to come back in again, i.e. the return of the market. And so all we have been doing is waiting for, obviously, the Feds to lower the interest rates, which they are, and they're going to continue doing it over the months to come. You know, some of us are getting so excited, they'll be like, oh shit, I'm gonna start closing units again. I'm gonna get more traffic. It's gonna be so much easier. But even if it is so much easier, I think the real question you need to ask yourself is, am I ready? Am I ready to harness and catch as much of this traffic as possible without getting burned out? Or in other words, without having to chase? How can I actually attract every single lead so that I could close them in just 1 or 2 contacts? That's the question. It's a matter of efficiency. And how are you efficient if you don't have the right resources, you don't have the right examples, you don't got the right wordplay, cadence, scripting, and all that good stuff? Well, guess what, boo-boo? That's what I do. So I'm going to drop some game on you today to make sure that you understand how to make these prospects, these leads, whether they're referrals. And man, if you can close a referral, boo-boo, shoot them my way. I'll take care of them. But if they're like aggregate leads, trigger leads, title leads, cold calls, whatever it is, this is how you position yourself. Now, what I'm about to tell you is some real ninja. Like, you might literally be like, D, no way that shit works, boo-boo. But yo, I'm telling you, it works. Why? Is because my techniques, my strategies are different. And because it's different, it actually stands out. So you're not blending in with your competitors. Doesn't that make sense? I rely heavily not only just on the science, but also the wordplay and the cadence that becomes like a song. And so, you know, it's not necessarily a song, right, with words. It could just be like a rhythm. So I used this reference before. For those of you who watch my content and have been following me, you know that I use anticipation, right? Like suspense. And just like a movie, right? Whenever you're watching a particular scene or even like a show, you could tell what's about to happen simply off of the tone of the music or the background. I take, pieces of that. I take pieces of certain word plays and certain cadences and rhythms and tonalities. My goal is to make it so efficient that I don't want to chase you. I don't want to, continuously working on your file, because if I'm continuously working on your file, then I'm continuously missing other files or other potential clients. And so I digress. Let me go and explain it. So everyone else, which is basically your competitors, my competitors, whenever they approach a prospect, how does that normally sound? And if this sounds like you, only you can answer that, boo-boo. Only you can be like, yo, dude, that's me. And it probably is. But here's your opportunity to actually switch your cadence and switch the words that you use. So most of our competition is like, how you doing? This is Daniel Nikar with West Capital Lending, and I just wanted to see, you did an online inquiry. I wanted to see how I can help you. What are your goals? You're looking to pull some cash out. Are you looking for a home equity line of credit? The reason why that don't work is because it's too easy. Does that make sense? So we're pushing them off in a sense. And so what is the correct way? Hey, Jim, this is Daniel. Hey, I'm glad you picked up the phone. I'm actually walking into a meeting. I got an important campaign that's going specifically for homeowners in your county. And I needed to make sure that you got my quote, you got my information. If the numbers are not correct, sometimes, by the time I get it, those numbers are auto-populated or incorrect. I'm gonna let you contact me when you're ready, and I'm gonna let my numbers speak for themselves. But I need just you to do me a favor and just reply to confirm you found it, and also that the numbers are correct. Then take your time. Contact me, but this campaign is gonna go super fast. Hey, while I got you on the phone, let me just verify, right? Like you're looking, right? And now I got you hooked. You see, when we go through a conversation, what we constantly forget are distractions from the people who we are engaging with. And so I take this lessons from social media. That's why whenever you see like a short form content, like these are the videos that are like 1 minute long or 2 minute long, you know, not my normal shit, but nonetheless, in order to catch your attention, there has to be a hook. And so the hook is what separates that little piece of content from everything else. That hook is intended for you to stop scrolling. So as a salesperson, when we're talking to our customers or our consumers or our leads, right, we have to continuously come in with hooks. And the reason for the hooks is because then they want to stay on a little bit longer. And you're also utilizing suspense. If you notice and you play back this video, you're gonna notice my cadence, my tone was all a matter of it already in motion. It's already happening. I don't care if you use me. I'm gonna let my numbers speak for themselves, but you don't wanna miss this. I even dropped in wordplay of, well, this campaign is gonna go pretty quick. I even said specifically for homeowners in X county or whatever county that they're from. I'll even get down to the street, right? Hey, your house on Mary Hill. Yeah, you're in a community where there's homeowners specific for this campaign. But you know what? It's probably gonna fill up too fast anyway. But if there's anyone who could get you into this campaign, it would be me, because I am Spring County's preferred broker or preferred mortgage consultant or advisor. That's how you make noise in a different way though, boo-boo. As you go in, you don't just, you know, stop with the hook and then start going to goals. You have to be very aware. You have to be very self-aware. You have to utilize a ton of emotional intelligence when you're actually engaging, meaning that the second that you start sounding too easy, or the second that you start sounding like you're working for them, like then they almost be like, oh, okay, well, you know what I mean? He needs me. You know, what I'm talking about is them. They are saying that about you. It has to come off in a different manner, like almost to the point where like, whoa, okay, this dude's going to a meeting. He just wanted to make sure that I need to confirm the numbers are correct. I'm about to go into this meeting, but let me ask you a couple questions first. It says that you wanted to pull out $50,000 of your equity. Is that correct? Yes. Well, what's it for? Can I ask you, like, are you building a pool? Or are you trying to, you know, are you trying to pay off some debt because of the economy? And what do you think they're going to say, right? Oftentimes they're going to say, you know, I'm trying to pay off debt because of inflation, right? Or I'm drowning in debt. And say, okay, one of the most important things about this campaign is what is called residual income. If you're not familiar with that, Jim, what residual income is how much of your net income after all of your expenses are you netting to checking and savings. So in other words, after all your bills, including groceries, gasoline, and, you know, dining out, whatever it is, how much do you have left of your net income? They're always going to reply back with some inflated number. They're going to say, I don't know, about 1,000 or 2,000. Oh, okay, great. So this campaign may not be for you because everyone else is really kind of check the check. So, but here's the good news though, Jim, is if you're netting 1,000 to 2,000 every month, how much do you have now in checking and saving? Just a rough estimate. I don't need the exact balance, just roughly. It's like, oh, like $500. Okay, so maybe this campaign is actually for you. See, net of your net is meaning that how much of your net income for the month follows you into the next. And so if your average balance is only $500, would you say that balance goes up, stays the same? Do you sometimes deplete the whole thing? Right? Is this the reason why your credit card balances are so high? Yes. Now, another important thing about this campaign is it pays attention to what is called residual benefits. So in other words, can this do more than just help you on your month-to-month basis? Meaning, can it help you protect your FICO? Can it position you to where you always have at least 6 to 12 months of living in your bank without having to deplete everything and rely on credit card debt? Can it enable you to be positioned so that you don't have to lean on credit cards? You can confidently lean on your cash flow. If that's a yes, then I think I might be able to get you in. I don't even know if it's already filled yet, but let me confirm. Hold on one second, Jim. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to make the meeting. I got a super important call. I'm gonna be a couple minutes late. Okay, I just sent over a message to my assistant. I'm gonna take a few more minutes with you because you, along with just a few other people, I need to make sure has information on these campaigns. So before I even notify the others, let me see if I can first eliminate you, whether you should even be in line or if this is even meant for you. And if it is, it's going to give you access to exactly what you're looking for. And that's an amazing interest rate, the absolute best possible pricing that you can get when you're in a position of need, right? And so of course there is a position of need because you are living check to check every single month. You're depleting all of your assets and your reserves. So my goal is to position you so where you have enough cash flow to where you never find yourself in this position again. Does that make sense? And now you start going into more of the pain. But again, you're acting as if like you gotta go. You see, a lot of people are like, they don't mind because they're trained in a certain way to take up 9 hours of your time on a fucking phone call because they are being told about their talk time. But it's not about your talk time, it's about how many people you can capture. So if you're spending an hour and a half with Mr. Patel, then you're missing Mr. Jones, Mr. Jim, Mr. Kushman, right? You're missing all of them, all because you were told to like, hey, keep Mr. Patel on the line for an hour and a half. To do what? To structure, run AUS, pitch them. You don't even got docs on Mr. Patel. You don't even know if this dude qualifies. Does that make sense? Because you're giving it up too easy. You have been brought up in a way where you believe that this process is the process. The process is the picture that you paint. So take that away, save this video, check out my free community. It's called Remastermind. There's much more gold in there than what I share periodically on my channels. But if you're not following me on the other channels, make sure you follow me on YouTube, TikTok, IG, LinkedIn, Facebook. All that good stuff is right below this video. I'll see you there. Bye. Now it's your time to hit the thumbs up if this video helped you. I love engaging with you in the comment section below. Lastly, please share this video with someone else that can benefit from this topic. Thanks for subscribing. Look out for the notification for my next video, and I'll see you there.